Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever the hell it is where you are. I'm excited today because we're going to do some pipes. Y'all know one of my life's goals is to leave this world with more loud Harley-Davidsons than there was before I came here. Right? I mean, it's a deep goal, but it's one I'm after. I want every Harley to be loud, and yes, I complain about subdivision noise, but I never complain about the sound of pipes. That's my perspective. I can feel that way if I want to. It's 2022. I am allowed to feel what I feel. It's a really strange intro. I'm going to go with it. So my buddy Smoke's on his way. He has got a 2021? A modern Road Glide. It's a 114. Right now it has some slip-ons on it. I don't remember what they are. If they're Reinhardt's or what, I don't remember, honestly, what the hell they are. But not loud enough. Not enough crack. We're going to fix that. So I get questions a lot about tabs. They're not a sponsor or anything like that. I've just become pals with the dude who runs the company, and I love him. I've got him on. We got 50 cals on a wife's bike. I'm probably going to be doing a little tab action myself here in the near future. Little plant the seed for a future video there.
So let's get going.
But the thing that's not really been fair in the videos is that the tabs I have on the wife's bike, well, the wife's bike is a 117 CVO with an SNS 475 cam in it. So you've heard 50 cals through that bike. And I get a lot of questions about but what does it sound like just on a bike? Like a stock bike, stock head pipe, stock air cleaner, all that stuff. And I'm like, still loud. You don't have to tune it. You're okay. I mean, your best, when you go with a non-restrictive high flow exhaust, it's always better to tune if you can, but it's not a necessity. You're not going to hurt the bike. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull off these whatever the hell they are. I don't even remember yet, so I'm not going to say. You'll see when he gets here in a minute. And we're going to put some 50 cal blacked out tab zombie baffle with a nice cut down exhaust tips on his 21 or whatever the hell year it is Road Glide. All these things I'll be reminded when he gets here. All right, it's going to be fine, but we're going to get some more sound out of that bike. Oh, I hear the sound of a not loud enough Harley-Davidson in the distance. Yep, rumbly, but not enough. And right there. Too quiet.
Way too quiet.
Okay, so they're Vance Hines. I don't know what they're called though. They say Vance Hines on them. Go ahead and I guess fire it up, and we'll just see with a before sound. It's deep but too soft.
It's muted.
Yeah, it's muted. All right, so there you go. Crack it one more. Oh, that's all right. So, I don't know how well the microphone's doing, but they're not a bad sounding pipe, but they're basically, to me, they sound like the rumble of a stock muffler turned up a bit. That's what it sounds like to me. There's no crack to it. There's no sharpness to it. That's just my opinion. So, let's pull these off. We'll put the tabs on. Again, we have 50 cals. We'll pull them out of the boxer in a minute. But if you've never done slip-ons before, a well-trained monkey can do it. I mean, the 4 hanger bolts, 2 per side, are 1/2-inch bolts. They just go into the pipe. And then the clamps are 9/16. So you just loosen the clamps, take these 4 bolts out. You're going to have to, work its ass out a little bit to get it off there probably. And then you just put the new ones on. That's it. And then tighten them back up. Tighten those back up. If you have a problem with alignment, you can turn the pipe. There's brackets you can do too, but you just turn the pipe on the clamp and that'll move it in or out. That's normally enough on a stock rear end. If you've got the wife's CVO kind of thing or the rear end from Advan on the douchebagger, you may have to actually get adjustment brackets, but for this it's going to be just fine. We'll get it lined up just right. So let me pull these off. All right, so I have shit all over my garage. That's what a 50 cal looks like. Just out of the box. So explain a few things. This is for Milwaukee 8, so it's the big little 2-in-1 and a 2 setup. What that means is the right pipe is bigger than the left pipe. It's a 2-in-1 head pipe, so this is a stock head pipe. But even if you do a 2-in-1 and a 2 aftermarket, they come together come back here. That's where the catalytic converter is. And then right there, you can see there's a shoot off. And it just goes under the bike up over to another muffler. So these two do not have the same amount of exhaust coming out. Most of the exhaust is coming out here, and very little actually comes out of there on like idle, and then you hit the gas, and it forces some exhaust off there. Pretty good setup. You can actually get decent numbers out of a 2-into-1 and a 2. The best is a 2-into-1, period. But this is your normal setup. So there's a lot of aftermarket pipes, etc. But the point is, you'll still have a big pipe on the right side and a little pipe on the left side. If you do a true 2-into-2, then you have to have mufflers that are the same size on each side, which are actually, oddly enough, twin cam mufflers. So if you have a Milwaukee 8 and you decide to do a true 2-into-2 head pipe, you'll get mufflers for a twin cam. And then that's the right ones for that setup. So FYI. You might be seeing some of that in the future, foreshadowing and all that shit. Any of that make sense?
All of it.
Lying motherfucker. So I've already put the little side on in the left. And I just want to show the cosmetics of it. So that's a 4.5-inch pipe, I'm sure, the Vance Hines. And you can just see how much meatier a 5-inch pipe is. So what they do, just so you wonder, if any of those of you that wonder, it's a 4.5-inch pipe that they flare to make it a 5. The reason why they don't make it a true 5 the whole way is, you can see right there, your swing arm, there's a divot in the pipe for the swing arm. If you made that whole pipe 5 inches, you could make contact with the swing arm. Especially on like an Ultra that sits an inch higher, therefore the swing arms push further down. So it doesn't work. You have to, that, and you also have tuning issues because there's a bigger volume, So what they do is they flare out a 4.5 to give you that nice big rear end. All right, let's do the other side and we'll be done. We'll fire it up. So my buddy Smoke just told me that my channel needs to improve. There's other things I could do that would be better than mufflers. So what does this guy do now?
Yeah, he cooks dinner or a meal for himself and for like his father that's no longer around,
and then talks to the camera.
And he's like, "So how was your day?" Blah blah blah. And like, apparently there's these lonely people that sit there and eat with him.
That is both sad and awesome at the same time.
Right.
All right, hit it. All right, let's hear what the 50 cal sound like. There's a significant difference there. All right, well, yeah, so those of you who said, what a tab sound like, because 4.5 zombies would sound the same. Like I say, it's a 4.5 and then it's flared out to make it a 50. It's cosmetic. We'll put the bags on to show you how it fills out your rear end better. But yeah, so there is a massive difference between those Vance & Hines and any others and what zombie baffle tabs sound like. Now, if you want tabs but you don't want crazy loud, they have other options. They have what I think is called the louvered baffle that cuts it down to probably what's similar to others, and then they even have a quiet baffle. So if you just want the look of the tab pipe and upgrade your stock, or if you're not running stock anymore, you can still do that stuff. But if you want loud, tab BAM sticks with zombie baffles. So they still call them BAM sticks? They're 4s and 4. They make 4, 4.5, and now the 50 cal. So I don't know. They've just always been called BAM sticks. So let's throw the bags on. We'll be done. All right. So there you are. So we lined them up with the bags. I was just telling Smoke before I turned the camera on that, yeah, you got a gap there because it's a special rear fender, not the Dominator for Advan or a CVO style or, whatever. But if you roll that in so you don't have as big a gap, then you're out of alignment with the bag. So what we did is we lined the pipes up with the bag. I don't know, maybe you don't even see it and I'm just weird in that sense, but there you go. So looks a lot better than those. I like how the tip follows the the slant of the bike, the bag. That looks cool. So that's it. Happy?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So there you have it. There you are. That's what tab 50 cals zombie baffle sound like on a stock 114. Put the comments down below and all the questions and all that fabulousness and the thumbs up and the subscribe and all that bullshit that all these people say on these channels. But love you all to death. Take care of each other. We'll talk real soon. Bye. Every time a Harley sounds like a real Harley, an angel gets its wings.